Talia Locke, the superintendent, the proud superintendent of the Long Beach School District, and I just wanted to thank all of you for coming out so much. I know it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and just you being here, I can't tell you how much it means to me. I did not know what the crowd was going to be like, and you have shown up to show your support, your continued support. And if you're here, I just want you to know we consider you close friends, close family of the school district. That's why you're here. And so on behalf of the district and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, thank you so much for coming out. If it wasn't for you, we would not be one of the top school districts in the state of Mississippi, I can tell you that. And I don't think this project could have come into reality if it wasn't for you and your support and all the things that all of you have offered to our district. We all have a story. We all know someone, whether it's a relative, ourselves, a student, who would have benefited from programs that this center is going to offer. And so I can't tell you how excited I am that this building is up and today is actually happening. It is just blowing my mind that we are here today. So I don't want to keep everybody too long since the sun is moving, but again, just I want to thank every single one of you for being here today. Before we begin, I would like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by our national anthem performed by our Long Beach High School group, and they did a little play on words here. So far, so good. So once our national anthem is over, they've also put together a little presentation that they wanted to do. They've worked on something for all of you. And so at that time, once the national anthem is over, have a seat, and then we'll let them perform their special performance. And we'll just go from there. So if you will stand and join me at this time, if you're able. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
song. I don't think there was a better song fitting for this. They said if there's work to be, what is it? If there needs to be work done, and if you can imagine it, you can do it. And I think that is just so fitting for today. And before I get into all of the hard work that went into this, I do want to recognize some of our special guests today, but I want to go ahead and just make my disclaimer. If I missed you, please just tell me afterwards. But I'm going to do my best because I was trying to keep up as you walked up. First and foremost, I do want to recognize our school board. So with us today, we have President Tim Pierce. If you'll stand up when I call your name. Vice President Sandy Delaney, and Secretary Scott Rischel. I just want to thank them for their commitment. They were definitely committed to this project, knew this was something that was going to be amazing for our students and provided so many opportunities, and they supported us the entire time, even when that meant having to call many special called board meetings to approve change orders. So thank you for doing that, getting on the phone at all hours of the day if we needed to. I also want to recognize our city leaders, starting with, I know Mayor Bass is here. Mayor Bass. And I also see other of our city officials and city leaders that have done nothing but support us. I saw Mr. Donald Frazier, Alderman at Large. Angie Johnson, Alderman. Mr. Pete McGooey, Alderman. And I believe that was everybody. If I did not call your name, will you raise your hand or stand up? I got everybody? Okay. The next up, I would like to also recognize some of our distinguished educational leaders. I know I saw our former superintendent of Long Beach School District and county supervisor, Dr. Marlon Ladner, and his wife. Will y'all stand up? He continues to support us. If I say, hey, we need some rocks over here, we need to help with this road, I mean, he comes out and he helps us with everything we've ever needed. So thank you for all your support, Dr. Ladner. He was also my principal, so I've got to be really nice to him. Let's see, we also have some distinguished guests with us today from MGCCC. I was so excited when I saw Dr. Woodward and Dr. Mary Graham join us today. Thank you so much. I know we have dignitaries and state officials with us. Of course, Representative Richard Bennett is with us. And very many other valued educational partners. I mean, there's too many, and I know I'm going to miss some, but the ones that I know I saw are partners in education, that we could not do the things that we do for our teachers and our students without our Long Beach Excellence in Education Foundation members. So if you'll either stand up or raise your hand, I want you to be recognized. I know I saw Deborah Cook, Kathy Cook, Ms. Westmoreland, Ms. Teague, Ms. Shirk, Dr. Sanders. So I've seen so many of you here, so thank you so much for coming out this morning. I've seen representatives from PATH, ACT Jumpstart, Bailey's Education. Also a huge partner to our foundation is Mr. Glenn Mueller. I saw him today. He has been a strong partner of our foundation and our district. If you want to give him a round of applause, where he's at. Other partners of ours that are very strong partners, anything that we've ever needed, they have not hesitated. I've seen Captain Anna Franco. She is the commanding officer of the CB base. Judge Brad Roth. I know I saw you and your wife. Oh, he's back there. Trying to make sure I didn't forget. I know I'm forgetting some people. Bill Lavers with the Harrison County Development Commission. He helps make a lot of our internships happen and has provided us with an amazing career counselor. So will you stand up, Mr. Lavers? And I am continuing to look on my list of people, just to make sure. We have so many people here also that this building would literally not be here, and we would not be sitting in these seats today if it weren't for Andrew and Machado Patano. I know Roy Anderson III is here, and I did not see Machado Patano, but if you are here, will you stand up and raise your hand, Roy Anderson? There he is, he's in the back. This building is beautiful. I think all of you are going to be extremely impressed when you walk in there and you see what he's done. The vision that we had partnered with them has come together, and our students are going to do nothing but benefit and flourish in this environment. So I wanted to thank you for making our vision come into reality. I also next would like to introduce our CTE director, Mr. Patrick Bennett. I want to say before we give him applause, and by the way, he's going to get his camera out because he knows I don't say nice things about him often. So today's one of the very few, but I have to give it to him, and I can't take this day away from him. He has worked tirelessly to ensure that this building was held to a standard of excellence that the Long Beach School District is known for. I mean, you heard with the choir, we are a system of excellence from every aspect. This was no different, and I really want to take this opportunity today to thank him for all of his hard work that he's put into this. He's lived in his dad's shadow for a long time, and that's no small feat, given the significance that his dad's made on so many lives in the community around him. But today, I want to acknowledge the dedication and the passion and the drive that he's brought onto this project, because he embraced it wholeheartedly when we brought this up. If you didn't know, I worked with Patrick as an assistant principal at the high school for a few years. That's where some of my gray hair started coming from, and it's continued since. But I knew by working with him that he understood the immense value that a project like this would bring to our students, because we would talk about it a lot. He knew that it would provide our students with different opportunities and pathways, and there was no better candidate by far for this position of the CTE director. So when I appointed him, that was actually one of my very first decisions I made when I became the superintendent, was appointing him CTE director, and I will also say it was one of my most confident decisions I've ever made. Not only does he have strong relationship building skills with people, he's got the gift of gab. He does that very well with businesses, but he's also overseen our CTE classes. And not only that, he managed this project from the ground up, along with Roy Anderson, Mashada Patano, Amber Geyser, I believe I saw her here. But he really did manage this, the equipment, making sure our students had state-of-the-art equipment to use. And this accomplishment is something that I hope he walks away with today, knowing he should be incredibly proud of himself, because it did require an immense amount of dedication and a lot of time away from his family. And his poor wife, I know he has come home just soaking wet some days from putting together a lot of equipment and toolboxes. So my automotive teacher and my welding teacher, if y'all will make sure that those toolboxes are sturdy before you start moving them around, because I have seen him with wrenches and stuff, and I would probably check that out before you put too many things on the shelves. But there was nobody better suited for this job than Patrick Bennett. So if you ever felt overshadowed by anyone, I hope this center stands as a testament to his hard work, his belief in what this was going to do for our students. And I'm just incredibly proud of him, and I know our students are going to be forever thankful. So there you go, Mr. Bennett. Please come up.
Yeah, Kenny, clip that for me. And I just want to thank everybody for coming today. I want to thank the board, Dr. Locke, for entrusting me to kind of oversee this project. It's been a lot of hard work for a lot of people. It really is something I have been passionate about, and I think it's something that, you know, really kind of not finishes off, but really completes like what we do as a school district. You know, we really do have the best school district in the state, and it's pretty clear when you see our students, you see where our students go. The real measure is not where they graduate, how they rank in their class, anything like that. It's really, what are they doing as an adult that we're really trying to focus on. You know, it's as a society, as parents, as educators, we have to start having real honest conversations with students about some of the challenges facing higher education, rising tuition, student loan debt, the disconnect between degrees attained and what job is going to be waiting for you. College definitely plays a huge role in our lives. For me, you know, I went to college. It's provided for my family. I have a wonderful life because of it, but it's just not for every student. So it's really important that these programs, that not only that we give the students the technical skills that they need to walk out of here and find a high-paying job, it's more of they're going to walk out of here with a resume. They're going to walk out of here knowing how to kill an interview. They're going to have real-world experience working in, if they're in automotive, I know we have kids working in automotive shops right now. With our work-based learning program under Ms. Brown, we have, how many, Ms. Brown? 20, I saw you. 32 students who, So one of their classes during the day, they go and they work, and they get paid to do that work. So they're getting real hands-on experience. And sometimes it's more important for these kids to figure out what they don't want to do. But I will say that what we've noticed is these kids are talking about jobs and careers, whether they're going to take welding, will they be a welder? Maybe not, but at least when they leave here, they're like career oriented. They're thinking about what am I going to do with my life, which is super important. There's so many people I want to thank. I hate to just single out people. I know I saw Jason McHugh over here. He was the project manager. He came in and finished this project out. He was here, you know, cleaning metal beams with me the other day. You know, we were up on a ladder trying to make everything perfect. But I know there's a lot of people I want to thank. I want to thank Miss Rachel Lacey, who's my assistant director. She has came in and really kind of carried the weight for me the last couple years while I'm doing this. She's kind of made sure that everything at the high school and all the other programs are running smooth, so I really want to thank her. But other than that, we're super excited and just grateful for everybody that showed up. I did not expect this many people, but we're super grateful, and I hope everybody is as proud of, you know, this project as we are. So thank you, and I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Locke.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. At this time, I would like to ask our board president, Tim Pierce. He has served on the board now going on 20 years. That is a lot of commitment to our and dedication to our school district, because he doesn't get paid a lot of money, I can tell you that. And he does get a lot of complaints. So not a whole lot, I'm just kidding. But he has, if you don't know him, if you just go to a game, you're going to see him out in the crowd. He is so committed to our students and their futures. Anywhere you go in the district, you're probably going to see Mr. Pierce. And so I would like to ask him to come up and say a few words on behalf of the board.
Well, thank you, Talia, and I thank everybody coming out today. There's a couple things I want to say. Like Talia said, I've been on here for 20 years, and we've always tried to work hard to make a well-rounded education for our kids, and I think you can see it with facilities we have across our campus. I think you can't match them across the state. And, you know, for 20 years, this has been my dream. This is the dream that I wanted to really help these kids to, you know, you say when kids leave high school and they go get an education, get that education because you can't ever take it away from you. Well, now we've got an opportunity for kids to come and get a trade that when they get out in society, you can't take it away from them. And I can tell you firsthand, working out at Stennis, there's a lot of job openings for these types of trades. So I can't tell you how grateful I am for this city to support the school district like they do and giving these kids an opportunity. And I'm going to tell you just a little personal story. I have a grandson who is, I'd say he was one of the ones who may not have gone forward to college. He may have, may not have. But I can tell you he has renewed his interest in school thanks to this program here. He comes home every afternoon excited about what he's learning. And he knows that when he gets out of school, he's got a job out there waiting on him. And it's a well-paying job, and it's an opportunity to have that degree that cannot be taken away. And you're able to move across different, it's like, you know, we offer nursing programs that, you know, once you get your nursing degree, you can go anywhere and get a job. Once you get these technical degrees, you can go anywhere you want and get a job. So I'm here to say I am so proud. This is, of my 20 years, I probably have to say this makes me the proudest because I've always tried to fight for these kids who weren't going to go on to college, but want to make a difference in society. And this is what's going to allow that to happen. So thank you all from the city of Long Beach for supporting our school district and getting us where we are today. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. And next up, we have our diehard lifelong Bearcat in the audience, if he doesn't mind speaking, Representative Richard Bennett. He just continually supports our school district, and everything that he does, it does not go unnoticed. We never can thank him enough. He, of course, he did help us secure the funding for this facility and the equipment, but all the educators in the state look to him. He is just the public education champion. He fights for us, and we know that, and we always say he's one of the good ones, and that's all I can really say. That just kind of and encompasses it all. So, Mr. Representative Richard Bennett, will you come up and speak?
Thank y'all. What a great day. What a great day for Long Beach School District. What a great day for the city of Long Beach. I can't say enough about the administration, the school board and all that has pushed for this. This was kind of a dream of mine back in the 90s when I was on the school board. Dr. Marlon Ladner was superintendent of education at the time. And we didn't have much of a vocational program, and I call it VOTEC because my mom and dad have both passed away. Every time I'd say CTE, they'd say, "What are you talking about?" So I've kind of kept with the vocation, VOTEC. But anyway, when I was on the school board, Long Beach had a great school district. We always have. Very proud of this school district. But there were kids that were falling through the cracks. There were kids that you had to fight to keep in school. And they saw academics was not their thing. But they can come now, these same students can come to school, come over here to this program, this vocational program, and be interested in something they can do, something that they enjoy, something that they can make a living for. Just like Tim Pierce said, they can walk out of here and get a job. A kid 17 and 18-year-old who is not interested in academics, you're going to lose them. It's hard to keep them in school. And we have a high graduation rate here in Long Beach, but we still had students that have dropped out of school and gone to work and had to go find a job. Right now with this program, they're able to work with the companies to see what they need. And what they're doing is they're going to the companies and saying, what does this student need to know? What does he have to know to come to work for you? And they're doing them. The curriculum is actually written around outside of what the state forces, and then it's written around those companies, what those companies need. And that student walks out of here knowing those skills. And I can tell you guys, and I can see the sun coming in, I'm just so proud of this building, and it is just something that I hope the community is. Long Beach is a little different, and I've got to say this. Of the 6 coastal counties, Long Beach is the poorest school district in the 6 coastal counties. Not by a little bit, by a lot. And I'm not going to name districts, but some districts get money from 1 or 2 companies the size of Long Beach's whole budget. And there's no way they could have done it without the help. Everyone's wanted this. It's just that financially, Long Beach just couldn't handle it, couldn't do it. We had to struggle to build a new partial high school. And I say that, I think people think we got a whole new high school. We did not. We got a partial high school. And we're very proud of it. And it is a good-looking building. But anyway, I see so many people here that have supported this district over the years. And I mean, they have been here, and they no longer have kids in this school, but they're still here supporting our schools. I think Glenn Mueller may have left, but I think he just gave them $50,000 to their foundation with no strings attached. So those people, and I see our ex-superintendent here, Marlon Ladner, who has always been supportive, and I've got to say, you will see Carolyn Hamilton and Dr. Jim Hamilton at everything here. They're under the weather today, and neither one of them could come. But they're still huge supporters here. I see our ex-mayor, Billy Skelly, who has always been supportive. His wife was a teacher in this district, and they continue to support this district. And a lot of you have heard me say it. The school district is a mirror image of your community. And because of these people and stuff, you're looking at our community. Our schools, when you look at our schools, you're looking at our community. And we have a good school. We have one of the best in the state of Mississippi, and it's because of the community. And I want to thank y'all. And I know nobody wants to hear, and we want to get in and see the building. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett, for everything you do. You know it will never be forgotten. Next, we have our very own CTE student. I've been excited about this because really this whole building, it's about our students. At the end of the day, that's who it's about. So we have Jaron Shockley here with us. He is currently a senior in our automotive program, and last year he actually was in year 1 of our law and public safety CTE course. He's worked closely with Miss Amy Hudson, our career coach. I think I saw her. If you want to raise your hand, there she is. She's back there. He's worked closely with her on career exploration and internship opportunities, and he was able to secure a job shadowing experience with Seals Automotive. And I know I saw some of the Seal family. I see. Yes, if you'll raise your hand. Okay, I see. Thank you for coming. And just to brag on him a little more, he's also a member of our boys soccer team who won 4 championships, our 4-peat soccer championship boys. He is a part of that group, so he should have at least 2 shiny rings at home and about to get his 3rd shiny ring, and this is his senior year. And so we are so proud to have Jaron Shockley with us today, and he would like to provide some insight as to what the CTE program means to our students from their perspective. You come up.
So, as she said, my name is Jaron Shockley. And so, during the time of me being a sophomore, I was part of the Law and Public Safety Year 1, and I'm now currently enrolled in Automotive Year 1 class. For me and many of the students in CTE, it's easier to learn hands-on than in a traditional classroom. That is the main reason why I enrolled in the Law and Public Safety program. And it was one of the best decisions I made during school. Our classroom discussions gave me more understanding about the side of careers that most people don't really see. For example, anyone who plans a career without consideration risks a paycheck-to-paycheck lifestyle, and CTE gives me a clear focus on a successful future. And then during the time that I was part of Law and Public Safety Year 1, I heard that Mr. Garvin, who was the teacher at the time, was not coming back, and I was sad. He was a teacher that I could learn from and not be confused with in the first 10 minutes of a class. During my time in CTE, I talked to Miss Lacey, who led me to Miss Hudson, my career coach, who helped me guide me from my first chosen career path, working with cows as a rancher, to now working with cars and automotive. When I heard that there was a new CTE building being built, I was excited about the automotive program because cars and trucks were my whole life when I was younger. And when I was younger, I would have tinkered with cars and watched NASCAR and pretty much watch anything with cars in it every day. Now that I'm enrolled into the new CTE program, I've never been more interested in a class. And I've been working on vehicles through an internship at Seals Tire and Auto Care, and now working on my own automotive projects. This automotive class helped me, or is currently helping me, learn more about something important to me while helping me make a career after I leave high school. So with that in mind, thank you to everyone who made it possible for me to do what I really love.
Well, that put a smile on my face, so thank you. That was so good. I was so proud of you. That's what it's all about, this whole day. So next up, I would like to ask Pastor Micah Butterfield from Northwood Church from Long Beach to please join me. It's very important for us, and in our district, we always like to, before we begin the actual ribbon cutting part, for us to really do the other things that are important, which is, of course, listen to our students and to bless food, whatever it might be, the program. And so today we would like to ask him to come up for the invocation and the blessing of the building and for our students and our faculty and staff now and in the future. So Pastor Butterfield.
Studies would suggest that life is made up of 7 to 8 defining moments that like are critical moments for a family. I don't know how many moments that is for a city, but I would say this is a defining moment for a city, for a community, for a school district. So just as a citizen, as a parent of 3 high schoolers in the district right now, thank you. Thank you to everybody that's made this happen. And we just wanted to recognize this defining moment and pray and bless it together. So would you bow your heads with me? Heavenly Father, we come before you with hearts full of gratitude, seriously, joy, as we gather to celebrate this defining moment for our city, for the families of this city, but really for the generations to come. Today, as we stand at this new CTE building, we recognize the importance of this moment. This structure represents more than just bricks and mortar. It's a beacon of opportunity. It's a beacon of growth. It's a beacon of a brighter future for our community and really for the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So, Lord, we thank you for the vision, for the dedication of those who have made these moments possible. Would you bless the hands that built these walls, the minds that planned and prepared them, the hearts that believed in this dream. But we ask your blessings upon the students, on the families, God, on the students that walk these halls, that put their hands and their brains to work. God, the teachers who guide and direct, and God, the families who support them. We pray your blessing over them. So God, would this building be a place where skills are developed, where dreams are birthed, where futures are launched. Let it stand as a testament to our commitment to education, to progress, and to the betterment of this town, but to the betterment of the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We dedicate this space to your glory, and we dedicate this space to the service of our beloved community. God, would you be the source? But God, would this be the place where great pride and inspiration comes from? We ask all these things in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Pastor Butterfield. And I just can't let this opportunity go by without saying our community churches, they do so much for us. I mean, they ask if they can help us with like weeding, getting breakfast to our teachers, our students, anything that we ever ask them for. We don't even have to ask. They always do that. And so they are just a huge partner of ours. So thank you. Before we begin the official ribbon cutting ceremony, I do want to say a few thanks to some people who made today as special as it is, because there's a lot of hands on deck to get all this ready. Don Crawford and his team. Don, I saw you raise your hand over there. Thank you for putting this together. A lot of hard work. We also have our assistant superintendent, principals, district administrators, directors. They have just been our cheerleaders. So if Ms. Kelly Broussard, if you'll stand up, our assistant superintendent of curriculum and instruction. And we have, I know I saw Ms. Huey, Mr. Rollison, Ms. Sands, and Ms. Blackwell. If you'll raise your hand so everybody can see you. I know you came out here this morning. Thank you so much. And I would like to ask Mr. Sutton, where are you at? Will you stand up or raise your hand? There he is over there. He is our Long Beach High School principal, and this is an extension of Long Beach High School. And without him, we couldn't have made a lot of this possible. He was so accommodating with schedules, transportation, working out every detail hand in hand with Mr. Bennett to ensure that our students had the best experience possible. So I want to thank you, Mr. Sutton, personally. And I would also like to thank, our directors. If you'll raise your hand, because I can't see everybody who's come, but I see Shane. We have Shane Rutledge, our transportation, safety, athletic director. I know I saw Amber Geiser here. She's in the back. She was our CFO, so helped with all of our funding. We also, I know, have Jenny Him here, who is our current CFO, who had to pick up all the things. And so thank you, he's done a phenomenal job. Matt Ely, I saw Matt, our technology director. Lots of technology in here, trying to get a lot of things connected, hooked up, spent many hours over here. Thank you, Matt. Any other directors? Curtis Wicker, where are you at? Oh, SPED director, Curtis Wicker. Making sure that our students have what they need, are accommodated, and they have all they need to be successful at the CTE Center. We also have Ms. Jane Hicks. Where's she at? Okay. She is our student support service director, but she operates CATS, which is everything outside the general education curriculum, kind of where it's alternatives education. She makes sure that we provide our students with the best if the general education classroom is not their best environment, and so she has done a phenomenal job. Thank you, Jane. Any other director that I missed? Cindy Brown, Director of Student Data Management. You can stand up, Ms. Cindy Brown, since you're the last one. Thank you, Ms. Cindy. Next, I would also like to ask any of our Long Beach School District teachers, will you stand up or raise your hand? I know I saw Ms. Zink and Ms. Carney. I've seen a few. Mr. Huey. I'm seeing a lot of y'all. If you could give them a huge round of applause. Ms. Latifa, Ms. Brown. They are the reason our district is successful. At the end of the day, they do the work, and they are working tirelessly with our students because they love it. They put their heart and soul into what they do. And there's, Ms. Paola. I'm sorry, Ms. Paola. How could I miss you? The queen of teachers over here. I know I might have missed a few names of teachers, and I apologize. I will see you inside when it's a little cooler. But I want to thank all of you. And if you didn't know, we were only one of 2 districts in the state of Mississippi that scored the top 10 in all 4 subject areas. And it's a testament to them and their hard work and the students. And last but not least, our Central Services Leadership Team. Will y'all stand up along with Ms. Metter and Mr. Triplett? Or wave your hand. And then Ms. Sherry Alexander's here, and Ms. Beth. There's no way I could do a lot of this, especially without Ms. Metter and Mr. Triplett. When we do events like this, I know what the vision is, but to actually execute it, that is them. They do all the things to make it look really good and to make our district look really good. So I want to thank you for all of the time you put into this. All right after the ribbon cutting and a few pictures, the Long Beach School District Board of Trustees would like to invite you into the foyer for a special presentation before we begin the tours of the facility hosted by our students. And I want to thank all of you for coming out today. So shortly, we will be in the air conditioner. So I would like to ask those of you who are doing the ribbon cutting if you'll go ahead and come forward and then meet us in the foyer.
Good morning, everyone. We would like to take today to recognize someone that is very special to us in our community and our school district. In recognition of continued support and dedication, the Long Beach School District honors Mr. Richard Bennett for his leadership, advocacy, and service that resulted in many achievements, and I'm going to name a few if you'll bear with me. He served as the Corals Elementary PTO president. He advocated for $500,000 for the Long Beach High School track renovations. He established policy when he served on the Long Beach School District Board of Trustees. He provided leadership in rebuilding Long Beach and our schools following Hurricane Katrina. He led our community as a city alderman and as a state representative. He secured $100,000 for our locker room renovations at Lumpkin McGee Stadium. He assigned $100,000 to pave the Long Beach High School parking lot. He backed public education by serving on the advisory board for the Mississippi Association of Gifted Children. He allotted $400,000 to construct the Long Beach School District Tennis Complex, our concession stand, our restroom facilities, and the landscaping there. He supported public education, serving as our House Education Chair, and provided leadership to secure $10.5 million for the construction of this building here. We would like to ask our champion of education to join us up here. Richard? Please.
And I'm going to say a few words about Richard from a personal standpoint. Consider Richard a great friend, and I tell you, like he said, without a doubt, Long Beach is on the bottom districts, the poorest district as far as what we spend per pupil. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of the stuff that you see in this district today would not have happened without Richard Bennett. And so I can't thank him enough for what he's done for this district. And I hope he's going to stay in that position for a long time. Because we're not finished with him yet. We want to keep pulling on that string, but that's how you build good relationships. And Richard has been a friend to this city and a very hard worker for this city. Behind the scenes, he never wants to go out and be known for what he does, but it's high time everybody understands the critical part Richard has played in the school district. So I can't thank him enough. And with that said, we're going to unveil this thing for Richard.
I just want to thank y'all. I wasn't expecting this. I'll get emotional if I talk here, but I just want to say thank y'all. I love this district, I love the city, and I love the people that's involved in it. And just thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Talia, you know I love you.
I'm definitely not gonna tell him, because I have that scare.
I know. Let's go see the building.